Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Sheets, and we're going to be going over this really big slate tonight. Um, big tournaments going on. There's a Millie Maker. I got 2 seats into that thing, and then FanDuel. It's got the jumbo home runs. There's a lot of money to be floating around here, and I'll be around at like 11 o'clock tonight to do a live sweat of those lobbies, and that should be a lot of fun. So let's actually go through just kind of the projections here, and let's talk through some of these guys, and then we can certainly build. And I guess we could see what we get, I suppose. So as far as DraftKings goes, first of all, you have Hunter Brown that's got a pretty nice projection at 21, right? But then Dylan Cease, who's about 1,800 less, 1,700 less, about 18. So it's a question again of whether you can get up to Hunter Brown, and the answer is yes. You can get up to Hunter Brown. There's some cheap options hitting wise that you can play. So I have a 31% ownership projection on him. That sounds a bit low. I think he's going to be a little higher, and I do think he's probably going to be higher in the Millie Maker. I think, but we'll see. And then you have, as far as like my ratings go, like a whole bunch of other guys. Okay, so you have like Cease, Minaya, Bassett, Kikuchi, Lewis Heel, actually, Luzardo, Palante, Boyd. I mean, all of these guys. With the exception of Palante, I can make a case for all these guys, honestly, all the way down from Hunter Brown to Matthew Boyd. So whatever you get, if you run SaberSim, you're just gonna have to live with, I think. If you're hand building, boy, I don't know where to go. I mean, I'll tell you this: in my 2 big buy-ins, I'm probably gonna have 4 pitchers. Just to be diverse. I'll probably have 4 completely unique pitchers. That'll be I imagine so. But I can't imagine who they'd be. You know what I mean? I imagine I'm going to get one Hunter Brown. And then, I don't know. You know who's got a lot of sneaky variance is Lewis Heel. Now, I actually went last week to watch him pitch, and he was really bad, I have to say. But he always has a little bit of variance to him. So if he can get it rolling here at 8K at low ownership, I don't think that's such a bad idea. And then you have Kikuchi at 8,300. He's always live to put up something decent. Bassett's always live to put up something decent. Minaya is probably going to be the most popular of these kind of cheaper guys. Philly's lineup is no bargain, though. So, and then you have Cease, who hasn't really put up a lot of innings either. So you have all that, and then you have Matthew Boyd at 8,700, and I'm very think to play him. We shall see what I end up doing, but Matthew Boyd at 8,700, I think it's pretty reasonable. Take a look at the hitting and see what the stacks look like. So when I sort them here by modified stack score, I'm seeing Houston and Texas as the top 2, and that sort of makes sense. Like who is Texas up against here? Texas, I believe, is against the Angels, right? So you can play Kikuchi or you can play the Rangers, one or the other, I suppose. I'm surprised at the Angels. Oh, I was about to say I'm surprised the Angels are not better represented, but they are. Patrick Corbin always is live to give up some stuff. So Angels, they look pretty good. I'll tell you who looks really good when you sort by value score and you deal with ownership as well are the Twins. Who are they playing tonight? They have Toronto, all right, against Bassett. So very interesting. Very interesting. I'm very curious what I end up getting. Earlier today, I was getting much more of the Royals, but I don't know. And the teams that really I kind of want to play is this late night hammer game between Detroit Athletics. And this can really just break people's souls here. So that's certainly something I would not mind attempting. So you want to build, you want to see what we get here, and then we'll do FanDuel. All right, we'll try it. Okay. Well, yeah. Anything good? Yeah, I'm online though. Okay, I'm doing DFS. I'll be done in a half hour. She can wait. So I'll get back to her in half an hour. Okay, so we put the projections up in here, and now we're going to just run it, right? So let's actually, you know what, just for fun, let's run it with the SaberSim projections and see who we end up getting. I'm going to be very curious. So we'll just make 2 changes, and then what we are going to do is we'll go stack exposure 5-3 and 5-2, 5s and 4-4s, and then we'll just fire 20,000 lineups and see what we end up getting. In the meanwhile, I have this email I have to look at real quick, guys. I've been waiting for a while. Let's take a look. See the president, please see attached terms and conditions 24,000 matching agent. Holds funds in escrow. The president will feel 1%. Great. If the interest, they fail to pay the mandated amount of the escrow. If they do with funds, the escrow release required to pay up attorney's fees for preparing the escrow agreement. Unbelievable. Okay. All right, so let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so right now let's take a look and see what I would be getting if in fact I went with this. Okay, so if I went with this, it would be actually I'd be getting some Milwaukee, some Houston. I responded, Stace. And then pitchers, I would be getting Hunter Brown, Chris Bassett. I would be getting 2 Hunter Brown lineups in the big one if I played it this way. I wouldn't want that. I think I want 4 unique pitchers. So glad I'm not doing it this way. See about the stacks though. Milwaukee, as far as lineup exposure and as far as dollar exposures, I'd actually be getting Angels, Yankees, Minnesota, and Philly. But again, I think I'm going to use my own projections and kind of do it that way. And let's see about 5-man stacks. Angels, I'd be getting a 5-man Angel stack if I did it this way, which I'm not going to. But that's pretty much what I would be getting here. And that's probably what you'd end up be getting also. Hey, what's up, Mark? Hey, good luck, Mark. Yeah, let's go. Let's take a look at FanDuel. Oh, we have guys that are out here. The Athletic guys, they changed these. So there's no Cortez and no Harris. Okay, so let's go back. So now we have the Oakland lineups in. So let's fix this. And let's go back to Oakland. And let's make sure that we have all these Oakland guys in. And we're going to actually go back to DraftKings and do it as well. Okay, so Cortez is out. Brett Harris is out. And in we would have Zach Geloff and Colby Thomas. So we have all these guys in. Everything else is the same, I think. Yep, it was just Oakland guys that were out. So let's put this setting at stack exposures. Again, just 4 4s and 4 3s. I want to be very pure on a slate like this. This one is FanDuel. You see it up here on the top here, K9. And then we'll hit build lineups.
We'd rather have a daily fee because we produce the spot at breakfast. Yeah.
So let's see what we end up getting here on FanDuel. I wonder if those guys in Oakland are any good. Actually, Geloff's good. That other guy I'm not so sure about. I just have this feeling that game just goes to town. No, I don't have time, unfortunately, Corey, to run the late night. I had to do this, then I got to do DraftKings, and I have to get out of here. We'll see. We'll see if I have time. Go tell you some funny stays. It's taking a little while here. That's okay. Here we go. So we're going to run a full 20,000 lineups at 4 4 4 3. It's going to take him a while to build what I want here. And check this out. So it looks like the jumbo. It's like listing him underneath. I don't want that. I want this up here. I want the jumbo to be the right. I want this one up top. How do I move this? Put this over here. What pitchers? Say I'll tell you. I'll tell you who we're getting. But again, I mean, this is just based on my portfolio. I don't know what you're playing. You know what I mean? Like this is based on my 215 lineups. Put the squeeze up over here. But I presume Hunter Brown is going to look really good again. Kanan, who do you like? You like anybody like anything here tonight? Any opinions? More than happy to listen. Anybody have like some no ball takes that I should incorporate into this stuff? Any chance like Hunter Brown's like bad against Colorado somehow? I didn't think so, right? Any pitch counts that I should know about? Anything I might want to put in here? I love the projections for tonight though. So as far as team stacks go, Houston, wow, a whole bunch of Houston on FanDuel. A whole bunch of Houston on FanDuel, and Detroit and the Angels. Toronto, you think? Yeah, I mean, why not? Just vibes. Brewer bats? Yeah, sure, why not? They only score 10 runs a game, right? Anybody like Mania? Mania was showing up as a projection play, but something about this matchup against the Phillies gives me bad vibes. I know you're not supposed to play based on vibes or whatever, but if I get to him, I'll get to him, but I'm not forcing somebody like that in. We got to do this one more time. I don't think I made the edit right. Yeah, only 200 were edited. So let's do it again. I don't like the way Cease has been pitching. I don't like his innings recently. You know, we really got to do. Let's go back to my DraftKings and see if I have anybody out here. I bet I do. I bet I have to rerun the Oaklands over here as well. Yeah, Brown is definitely the best play. Yeah, so here I have like again Harris and Cortez in again. So we got to do this again. And now comes the fun. Ready, everybody? So here, San Diego is the only one I don't have in. Actually, no Oakland, no Detroit yet. So we have to obviously gonna have to late swap a little later, but I'll remember. But in keeping with pure vibes, we're gonna really trust the process here. So we're gonna put all these in. And then we have to X out these Oakland guys that I know that I have projected who are not in. That being Cortez and Harris, right? Just make sure that was it. Yeah, and then we are going to set our stack exposure to, again, just 5 3s, 5 2s, 5 0s, and 4 4s. And then we are going to just blast, right? You know, so these little decisions along the way, this is what governs my outputs. You know, it's not what I do after I build. I'm not going to like take a look at this build and say, ooh, I don't want 30% of this or 22% of this. The decisions I made beforehand have already dictated who I'm playing. You know, what projections I'm using. Do I like my projections? And I do. What fields do I use? I'm very comfortable with the SaberSim field, so that's good. What stack exposures am I using? Well, just 5 3s, 5 2s, 5s, and 4 4s. Is that right? I don't know, but that's decision I've made. Okay, this is what I'm using. And then any salary restraints, I am going 49,000 minimum. And then also how many lineups am I going to build? Because that's going to impact the amount of lineups I have a choice, you know, that I can choose from once the diversification stuff kicks in. So I'm building 20,000. So the process has already been set up for me. So there's literally no reason for me to question the outputs. And I think that's something very important that I don't know, the people, I don't say don't understand, they understand it, but you're not willing to sign on for it, you know? So like, for example, I mean, here we go. So it's building the processing, it's processing the build request. So it's building 5,000 awesome 5-3, 5-2, 5-5, 4-4 lineups. Okay. Now it's simming them against all these contests, given these contest fields that I trust. Okay. And then what it's going to do after that is it's going to, because we're in portfolio plus mode, it's going to diversify my exposures based on how much money I've got on all these guys. So it's going to factor in everything, not only my player projections, not only the stacks I want, not only the salaries I want, but also what my distribution of lineups is. And it's going to create a very intelligently crafted portfolio of lineups given what I've, given my inputs. So with that said, there's literally no reason to look and see who we have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this stuff in, and then I'm going to go to dinner. But I'll be back at a very relevant time. I'll be back between this 8:10 and 9:40 game. So I'll be able to do my late swaps if any, lineups change with San Diego, Chicago, and Detroit. Okay. So it's not like I'm like flexing and say, oh, I don't even care. I have, I'm not even looking. It's not that. It's that I'm very, very geared in on my process such that I don't care what the results are. And that's the way you have to deal with this stuff. Okay, so let's save all. Let's download. And then we will upload them. And then we will be good to go. Any questions on any of that? Oh, somebody kept on asking me what pictures for FanDuel. All right, I will pull this up. And you know what? Who's my man? Corey? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Just for funsies. Just for funsies. We'll run a night slate. Okay? Here we go. Add slate, MLB. Where's the night slate? Night slate, 4-gamer. What do we want to do? We want to do 20 max. We want to do. First of all, you know what we could do? We could use my projections. That's something we can do. So let's put my projections in. What's it, 622? Oh, I got time. And then ignore these because these aren't on the slate. We'll put in the Saber Sim ownerships. Boom. You said player ownerships. We'll build, I don't know, 2,000 lineups. That good enough? Build 2,000 lineups. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I don't blame you, K9. I definitely don't blame you. So again, at 11 o'clock, I'm going to be doing a live kind of lineup, not review, live sweat. The lobbies and see what we're live in, see who's the man, or the woman, see who's winning. $1 million on DraftKings, and a couple 100,000, I think, on FanDuel also, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so let's put in, let's see, for 150 lineups. Let's see what we got. All right, so what we were getting would be Cease and Boyd, actually, top pitchers, and then Detroit and Oakland, or the Athletics. So that makes sense. So you want to stack Detroit or Athletics, and then Cease, Boyd, certainly makes sense to me. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Tomorrow, what do we got tomorrow? Am I in tomorrow? I forget. There's one day that I'm going to be out. No, I think I'll be okay actually tomorrow. All right, that'll do it. Good luck, everybody.